odi o man so no o ka kire ye say ye tisika so and a come ebe and as a statement of man pani man no so repeat that statement no a obi MPP ni a na ne boafu sika no ani e teso no say sika no say e wo he sika no wo he yankoso anyini si e tisika so and a come odi yen and I say all of a sudden MPP buy no and the sika no ayira the sika no ayira ayira ko he odofo wuche me asofo atu o mamu Christian Council for entimoto o mamu Catholic Bishops Conference entimoto o mamu ebre bi atwam 1-2 na mo issue statement 1-2 no issue statement na so man ye yo and ye hwehwa ampara de a ade na mo jai some issue statements ebra nyema bi nkoso e wo man mu Ghana Pentecostal Council Yesu wona so wo man mu charismatic for what wo man mu one man church for mo amose mo ya prophets asani nkontompo ya beto abade a na nyankopon abayi do obedi nkunim e de akere na nyankopon eyiyi kire e de kire eduru amabuo no ankasa so a enema enko yiem de nyankopon enyehwe emfanche Ghana agifo asa ani nkontompo ani sikadie kro no ara ya kasa politicians no edie no ana enkrofo a efra wo ho difo e wo mani mu no ya omo ye no indeed Jeremiah ngoma na tinum ya ye kenken no enchebo aduasa ani aduasa baako Jeremiah 5:30 and 31 wase ahobodi ba ho nanso arehusam ene say ayeto say yen Ghana for de eye ne ankasa ye dia aye oman Ghana no yen shada emfa ho saa
yabusiafo ene ne ekoso ni o enkontompo ni azaa enkontompo ni azaa ene Christian Council oma yedi na so John Dramani Mahama emreso no 1-2 press conference na so ene isan say eye Akufo Addo eye NPP abanti omu na yedi they are all quiet omaya ye chichi ya majimi tribalism e de animu kan de hu no krepa o ye hu no krepa se John Dramani Mahama e na ebo ne homodin nanso unya ko bie wa no kan pe yes ye o sha se ye kan na o si neutral e na de eye dan e na wudi Mahama ho adanse ye nia eye ne se maba betia se eba menua politics are you can't be neutral. You have to know who is better and who is performing and who is not. This is simple common sense. I feel we Ghana for year to aba. A young people in NDC uchu mutain e between Mahama and Bawumia. You have to choose a side. Neutral be any ballot people no so no yen neutral be baby. You see that say Bawumia na Mahama a period. Now so abandon some phone tribalism and I'm free ha and I'm yesem ntimi nka no kra nche Ghana for da and I think krono mu na ibesi na jimia na sebi oye jimie yesu anyansa. All right, me mamu nyina akwa aba message busuan nya ba so ambobode na share na like se na be adwumadi ebetimi akwa na nimada. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook no Freemind family mon share YouTube for someone share, and we are also live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Yen kwa ni be 1 hour bina yen kwa no a day. Yedika yen fa we nshase here. Akufo Addo e de nsem bi todwa. This is what Akufo Addo is saying. What say? Akufo Addo say there will be no coup under my watch. Akufo Addo assures on the occasion of Constitution Day. Akufo Addo say under the watch, as long as say or no Akufo Addo ye Ghana mampani nko de coup bia ni ho a ebesi o Ghana ha na menuanom ye misa Akufo Addo say why is he afraid? Because Akufo Addo mampani Akufo Addo e sha say kan coup ho asebenya ne o. Why is Akufo Addo so afraid? Because man to me na Ghana for the share won sa no. So if you say why you juma, amana so Ghana for near. Why are you afraid of a coup? Of course, military coup be anywhere back now. So on December 7th, 2024, there's going to be a coup. Ghanaians will stage a coup against NPP. Ghanaians will call for a change against NPP in 2024. On the 7th of December, there is going to be a coup. Not military coup, but there is going to be a coup. Ghanaians will stage a coup against NPP Abai. And what make a chemu say? I feel way about one. And yet Ghana 4 versus NPP. And yet NDC NPP. And yet Ghanaians versus NPP. Because I'm confident 8 good years. I'm going to focus. Akufo Addo, when ya emfie watche bisame bisa Akufo Addo say it's how emfie watche oni Bawumia edi adi na omatimi aye omo pointing check Ghana for na so besia omo bo che Mahama de besia omo bo ene menua eka omo bo no eche Mahama ka eche Mahama besia na so 8 years ni emfie watche ni yehu nia omo aye ejimi 40 abem ena ye jimi ho na nkwase asem na sebe yo ye di eche Akufo Addo, when I say you have done your best, and I say there before you go, no, you have one last thing to do. So at the end they say you make sure say Bawumia becomes president. It is all year. So nimpe face what 7 Ghana for. So nimpa say what some Ghana for some pemu. So nimpa say to me na Ghana for the share one son. What team used to me no? Eddie say Ghana, Eddie some Ghana for. Why are you afraid of a coup? Today, Akufo Addo is afraid of his own shadows. Today, Akufo Addo is scared of his own government. Today, Akufo Addo, over the past 7 years, the things he has done scares him in the face. It now when they say, "One ya a soldier for the Soviet ano." Akufo Addo, oh yeah, ya, Samika unsweche. Obaye, and I call my what Jinu Nyansa ya Juma. And I can also Ghana mine some pemu as I make a switch. My son say, where did Ghana for? What say chrono? I'm a Ghana for sebi you ya boka ya bonka siaka. I ne in chima nadika over 1 trillion Ghana cedis and I would down now. And I could find all down now because 1 far J pound some Ghana for 1 far J pound some Ghana mine internet or down now. Usro uswetchy or down now. You see, sabi you. If you see, so if you do good, goodness will follow you. But if you do bad and so dear, and your massa, and may say, oh, da, oh, na. And no tina, you'll be no more harmonious counsel or down that. Because of a choir of fast, so yes, escano. It had Akufo Addo in 2020, Nipa Marco 80 na Okuomo digi 2 minutes or down that. Almost soon etate Akufo Addo. Almost spirit etate Akufo Addo. Their blood is crying for justice. Intiane Akufo Addo within or down that. Akufo Addo Trimudini no. Akufo Addo is a murderer or down that. Because the blood of those 8 people are still on his hands. It osro say wan hwe ya asojafo beji tumi afiri nsem enti ene Akufo Addo oda na oye ne ya nka oda nka obeda isan se utrim osum adweboni wa utrim na onwe Ghana man no ho NPP aban eno Ghana for enwe Ghana for ho nti ene moda mo na ufuru dua pa de pian na so ufuru dua so jimi dia ye why we see from nti in December. On the 7th of December, there's going to be a massive coup against NPP Abai. Ghana for Nina and Tuaba Entia NPP Abai. God, they have nothing better to offer. Believe you me, say, Yato Abano, na se Bawumia Krenya 40%, I'll be shocked. Believe you me, say Bawumia 40%, I'll be shocked. Because the one confia say Ghana minor. Say Ghana for sebi say Ghana for you be a yenimu nyansa and say empu Bawumia krabuja 20% kra or say Bawumia nya less than 20% because we are born, we are failing, they have done nothing. Medemo kwa Kumasi Central Market. Say mokaya enche bia somewhere last year. Kumasi Central Market for Babontin. Ebe say eye Ketia phase 2 na John Dramani Mahama Shasia went me awia yisu jandam editu na de so no se Akufo Addo ene Bawumia ama be complete a onbeto abetia NPP aban sebo kai e ma me ye hu video ye hu program Ebesi ne Central Market no anwe ne sen. Say the Kumasi Central Market Traders asa babontin e de nsem bi asa atodwa. Yenti omo na afi yemfa no makomako mfiri ho. Momra na munti omo. Listen to what they are saying. Yanko.
The muddy situation in which these women live. It was only last night that it rained. Prior to last night, you would have come to see the whole place filled with dust. And imagine what the dust does to the things the commodities that we have to sell here. It's a whole lot. We won't want to go over this whole thing again.
Come on, January. What's on a pair of Jaria, January, that's a say, who Rama said it's here, on Sabakawano, one of Masadano.
The traders, most of whom have observed a decline in the sales, expressed disappointment over the government's failure to meet completion deadlines. Emilia Kofi Asare is secretary of the combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union.
We are demanding that it is done for us. It is our right and we demand for it. Now, what we have come to know is that the NPP government is taking us for a joke. I think the NPP government keeps lying to us and we are not taking this anymore. That is our message to the sitting government right now. Before they relocated us, they gave us a time on which they are going to complete the project. The time has passed. When we saw the stalling of the project last year, that is January last year, we spoke about it and we were lied to. They told us initially that they were doing metal works. With time, we have all come to know how the lies have been exposed. The muddy situation in which these women live. It was only last night that it rained. Prior to last night, you would have come to see the whole place filled with dust. And imagine what the dust does to the things the commodities that we have to sell here. It's a whole lot. We won't want to go over this whole thing again.
Come on, January. What's on a pair of Jaria, January, that's a say, who Rama said it's here, on Sabakawano, one of Masadano.
The traders, most of whom have observed a decline in the sales, expressed disappointment over the government's failure to meet completion deadlines. Emilia Kofi Asare is secretary of the combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union.
We are demanding that it is done for us. It is our right and we demand for it. Now, what we have come to know is that the NPP government is taking us for a joke. I think the NPP government keeps lying to us and we are not taking this anymore. That is our message to the sitting government right now. Before they relocated us, they gave us a time on which they are going to complete the project. The time has passed. When we saw the stalling of the project last year, that is January last year, we spoke about it and we were lied to. They told us initially that they were doing metal works. With time, we have all come to know how the lies have been exposed.
All right. Afri, yenuanom asante for anase Kumasi for muntie ha. Share obi an time wo. Because and them me say Ghana ha no. Voltarians marry Asantes. Asantes marry Voltarians. Northerners marry Asantes. Asantes marry Northerners. Enti ene Ghana obi an tan Asante for. Na emom eya ye kasa esan say ye pe Asante ye nti ye se ye nka no krancha Asante. She monte bibia se moto nkwase aba mo na mo bre. Se mo chese mo de esan say mo ya Asantefo disi de empo abo aponche begina ho. Se aponche no eye NPP ni abeto abade amasa abo aponche na mo na mo bre. Yema Asante ntiase say in 2016 mo anye Mahama bro mo na mo ye mo ho abro. Yema Asante ntiase say in 2020 mo anye Mahama bro mo na mudi mo ho abro. Yema Asante nti bibia say angels don't grow economies. Angels don't build nations. Empire and building nation nipa. It is a mo to aba na se mu based on tribalism e de to aba nyansa de mu a mo na mo bre be ka kire mo da bia sa se we be ka kire mo. Say ye ni Mahama bro And since we voted against John Dramani Mahama, on Hreshe, Nakatria Ogusoje, Nisika Ogusoje, Inhia Mahama no sebi on Sre Ansan Wadi, Nenimonyam Esonte ye, Mahama Stolano, Yeboni Dia, your friend, Your Excellency, the former President John Dramani Mahama, Bibian Chengiye, Bibia Diwa Asay on the part of John Dramani Mahama. Now, so mua mudi a Trojan da machide to abetia Mahama, and Namona Mobre. Yeti Kumasi Bantama, yeti Asafo, yeti Ashtown, for so many years in the Ketiane Central Market, na Enkoyi, Kufonya 8 years went to me anye. Mampeni Kufona and net ye president no, onya 8 good years, Ketia Mampeni Kufo Amfan in Sanka. And ye John Dramani Mahama, onya enfie 9 pair. And now then in Saka Kumasi Ketia, any Central Market. And no crampono, Mujina Kumasi Chia say, and Yam Mahama de see a name boom and you 2 4 and a sama hen a quad which you quite beside the BC Ketia. And no crampono, and Brother John Dramani Mahama Shasi, ye catch Mahama say Ube 2 galam so Kumasi Central Market, any Kumasi Ketia. Eddie Mahama tem, Ekache Mahama say, or ye 10 year boa, yet na Kumasi. Ekachire NDC for say yes and the for the young penny e ma 10 year boa e ma bedi so yetna Kumasi echire say NDC for bon John Dramani Mahama ekwasiam penny John Dramani Mahama ewudini ensemo Mahama kan ye ka se Mahama kan adia Mahama enye ye minua ye kato Mahama so ese Mahama di ntro to Mahama so na so Kumasi Ketia e John Dramani Mahama ne ba ya ohu nyansa say Kumasi is Ghana's second largest city. Na Saketia we emfata Kumasi. Saketia we emfata Santimai. Saketia we emfata Otumfuo. And na John Dramani Mahama osiesi Ketia. Now, Ketia na John Dramani Mahama esi no. Say Nigeria for kraba Ghana they get shocked. Say the whole West Africa. Let me say me too quite across Africa. Saketia na Mahama si no. Me who be that in any country I've been to. Because John Dramani Mahama was a visionary. John Dramani Mahama na odwin kwachiri. John Dramani Mahama na odwin chirima ho. John Dramani Mahama na odo asante fo. John Mahama na odo asante man. John Mahama na odo eye na otumfo. Iti Mahama emreso ena oye na dwen se obie Kumasi airport nim se na be ya se na otumfo to kwan ya ehun hia se obetu from Kumasi abeka enkran ansa no akọ dabi. E was na otumfo otimi tu ni plane efri Kumasi de ko ba bia okobia iti Mahama eye na dwen se obie Kumasi airport num ama Kumasi airport aba be ye international airport se na be ya otumfo obetimi etu efri Kumasi airport e de akọ ba bia okobia ene ye kanwuma Mahama eye no Kumasi asante mamu a eye du twem nanso Edia boni na Mahama ye boni a Mahama ye ya ne say oyesremuni osa join party nso a wanya party bi anwen se NDC nti yetna Kumasi edi Mahama tem egu Mahama ni mu ase Mahama yusu emfie miensa de si Kumasi Ketia mamo Kumasi Ketia na Mahama si ne ni bra na menyi kirew Mahama yusu emfie miensa pe o edi si Kumasi Ketia edi ma Santiman ema o share phase 2 na si emfie miensa pe phase 2 no wetimi awie Akufo Addo Bawumia emfie nwotwe mu anie phase 2 na Mahama ehya ase a wantimi awie no 8 good years ni omuntimi complete bra na me yikyerɛw Kumasi Ketia phase 1 John Dramani Mahama esi de bo asanteman na anie every day within every 24 hours over 500,000 people make their money from this market. Now she di Mahama atem say Mahama creating nyuma ye di Mahama atem say Mahama kwasiampani ye di na atem say Mahama ejimi na nso sa Ketia ya Mahama si ye every blessed day within every 24 hours over 500 to 600,000 people make their livelihood from this infrastructure. Now so ye kaseti ya Mahama etwa ntroto Mahama so egu Mahama ni mu ase ene yet social media say ye primpuntu in the name of me neutral Medie men kasama NDC men kasama NPP me neutral e de enti na ye pa ye say ye neutral ye primpuntu empuntu na ye prin e bia nie ena medie me neutral medie menya NDC ni menya NPP ni media ne say empuntu na mepe empuntu na wo na wo se wo pe e bia nie ena John Dramani Mahama eye ye no mampani a oyusu emfie miensa pe edi yes anima we nyina sa ma mpani no ebesi ne yegusugu na nimu ase yegosu di na tem Akufo Addo mo me say NPP omu nsiesie asante da because NPP be siesie asante a anka napo amenyina Kumasi anka nche mu say Kumasi for de ne amuhia ne t-shirt because say napo kasa napo pa che say we ya asanteni ufri Kumasi a unhia kwan unhia puntu unhia Ketia phase 1 unhia Ketia phase 2 unhia Kumasi G unhia hwe wo de ne amuhia ne t-shirt ntino omba enya emfie woche na se omansiesie eye Kumasi asante mai crampo a provided say omoto t-shirt the chemu ambesa to abasa de ama omo. This is the impression and I say we near sema na poka chemu na so mo ahu ne say eyatenie ebesi ne Kumasi fobinom out of tribalism egusu the NPP achi maka kire mo say se moto nkwase aba mo na mo bre because sa Ketia Central Market no Mahama ne ba bia di ho a oye adwuma ho John Dramani Mahama onto nyadoa John Dramani Mahama onto dawadawa Mahama onto prekese onto nkruma onto meko enti se mudi se moye badwen se mudi Mahama bro mo na mudi mo ho abro because mo na moto banche bore moto eye mo na moto nkruma mo na moto nyadoa mo na moto meko prekese dawadawa enchine esichire ene nioma ekeka ho John Dramani Mahama onto sa nioma no ndi se mampani bi ba na se onya adwen pa bi fa mo ho na se mo gina atroso de kate ne dream no shorta mo na mo bre enya Mahama na bre mo na ene mo bre. This is Air Central Market phase 2 na John Dramani Mahama Eshia Akufo Addo Bawumia ebesi ne almost 8 years ni otimi ko ho enie. This is the photo. Sa metal works we ni na John Dramani Mahama na yeye John Dramani Mahama eye we nyina ansa na ofura ban mu Akufo Addo enya emfie nwotwe otimi ko ho na so Ketia no ye si diama asante man asante fonso na eto abadema NPP kese ene so am interchange me say NPP for ye party bia edwen ye nuanom asante fo ho a ma menka we nche anka emra otumfo ba bonten kire se ohia $10 million e de akosiesie gi no ko se NPP mpanifo dimrika ba bonten kire se nana dabi nana menye sa dabi nana se bibia ni na utio anko se omu ba bonten e kire se nana se bibia ni na enko ye wa asante mamu a menko ye frɛ ye keke na ye mra me ye mawo se NPP eye party bia omubu otumfo ebu asantefo ebu asantemanya. This should have been how they should have acted. And ko say omba bonte e che say nana debi nana menye sa nana menwe ani mu asesa nana now there pay mu na kasa de sebi oba bonte SS ka say debi nana obi a wote kokoso de o sa ba bonte a che say ye fa to te Ghana mre o say o de kwa de debi da. And ko say omba bonte e pa otumfo a chewo e ka kire otumfo se nana efri na ekwei se bibia ni na enkoye wo Kumasi afre yen na yemra me yema enya wo na obeye na so efri mra otumfo ye sa de no they never ever came out to utter a word. They don't care because simple Ashanti regional minister etimi ko gina otumfo anim e ka che ni se omo ehu se Kumasi akwan ye anwa kwanta fa hwan kwan nyina enye na so omo ni ka pre omo de ye eti we asanteni atiase se NPP aban emu otumfo NPP aban no emfa asantefo onya hwiu NPP aban emfa mo ho NPP aban especially under Akufo Addo Bawumia they don't give a damn about asantefo because ade na otumfo ye no na ye numguase ma otumfo na ye numguase ma otumfo ne nakonya anko se NPP mpenifo edo asanteman eti ase se asante for na eto abakese ma yenti no ye ba abamu a let us reciprocate sa kindness na they should have been so quick to come out and say there be nana otumfo menye sa da nana edi anko a twe phone keke na frɛ yen se bibi na enko yi Kumasi asante mamu a just pick a phone and call us. Now so efrim da otumfo yes ade no NPP mpanimfo ayedin ntia because me say they don't care about Kumasi, they don't care about asanteman. It is how Kumasi Ketia phase 2 no say mo anto aba ma John Dramani Mahama me ya obi ade ho be yes ade ne da because efri last year and mo sha say mo kasa se Akufo Addo be yankwaye if you last year and I'm sure say mo mounted pressure se Bawumia obe yankwaye they say se mo anto aba ama John Dramani Mahama and you forget it Ketia phase 2 no yan complete and then complete china because this year minia election year Sikebia or Mobiano, they are thinking of their campaign. They are thinking of how to rig elections. They are thinking of how to sustain power, how to maintain power, and how to get 4 more years. And yet, Mpuntu Yumaho. It is a man to aba. Ama John Dramani Mahama na Oshasi no. Ama me complete here. Kumasi Ketia Central Market. Munya da. Because John Dramani Mahama nyansa wonya ya odisi sa ade no. Akufo Addo ni bi. Bawumia odi bi. It is a mo say mo de mo mpe Mahama. Na Mahama de mo nto aba e mane mada dia and you forget about Kumasi Central Market. Ye nsini ne nsini china aban we ensini ne ensini china. Akufo Addo for 8 good years sini omo asai Ghana. These guys have stolen your resources. Ama and Ghana for the car over 1 trillion Ghana cedis. So they call American dollars in one. About 84 billion American dollars. Now so ebe sine Akufo Addo etimi just simple so catch them say ono na ode Bawumia eba muntie brabeti ebe sine o Akufo Addo me say na ni mo de je egusu jina simple so kire say okono osade Bawumia esa bremo after say wasai Ghana minor wie no after say Akufo Addo pay mu na kire mo say wagye atomu say wa faili iti montu abama obi asebi o onimu nyansa emraba to aso no o sa chem say Bawumia na for the past 8 years oni na Jimmy asai Ghana man no o sa ko ama Bawumia sa to aso iti monti ase say Bawumia oye Akufo Addo's project monti ase say se mui Akufo Addo man ko na say Bawumia ba the same person, the same mentality, the same thing, nothing changes. Monti Akufo Addo,
I've done my best, but I still have one more task to do. And that is, with all my strength, all my energy, to help the new flag bearer, to help Mamadou Bawumia win the election of 2024. Ghana cannot afford the return of the NDC, especially under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama. I've done my best, but I still have one more task to do. And that is, with all my strength, all my energy, to help the new flag bearer, to help Mamadou Bawumia win the election of 2024. Ghana cannot afford the return of the NDC, especially under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah, bobo. As I for muntie Central Market for muntie Mama Akufo Addo ene Bawumia emfie nwotwe. Ketia phase 2. Mahama sha se wenti nyanwi enkofu yi enya emfie nwotwe omfa yensan kokan menua yenko ho nya foko nya ho hwe. Ama ene mo kasa. Akufo Addo esa ka kire mu se sebi o John Dramani Mahama na emfie miensa pe odisi Ketia phase 1. Na enemu na munya so mfaso no ompene ema John Dramani Mahama ensa ma rather Bawumia na for the past 8 years onni na asai Ghana for the past 8 years almost aye minia yemfa yensa enka Ketia phase 2 no ose okono o sa Bawumia asa to aso na ese nia Akufo Addo epa cha de se moto abade Bawumia Ketia no for the next 4 years mon san kan biem se moto aba edi Bawumia me Ketia no Bawumia onsi because Bawumia wanya 8 years obesi ankwasi Bawumia no oni Akufo Addo enya emfie nwotwe Ketia phase 2 na enemu nyina musu ho no Bawumia obesi ankwasi Akufo Addo obesi ankwasi nti ene wo ya santini na wo se wo de chenchina wo sa to aba ama Bawumia to aso a ti ase se Bawumia to na wo to aso no Ketia phase 2 onsanka Utemye pa me say ti ase say Bawumia toana mo say onsan to aso no Ketia phase 2 no monsa enka It is a mose Akufo Addo nko na Bawumia entoa so dia e na me ma wate ase se e ne esa dia forget about Ketia phase 2 Bawumia o si na nsi ne china because obesi a wanya 8 years adia Mahama e di emfie miensa esi ye esa share phase 2 na se Bawumia wanya 8 years phase 2 na Mahama sha ase kra ontimi complete ye itinya 4 years e na Bawumia obetimi e di complete Ketia phase 2 oba onsi ne na nsi ne china iti mose Akufo Addo nko na Bawumia entoa so dia meseti ase se forget about Ketia phase 2 to because say Bawumia so 8 years 4 years senye ne ebinom chese na say John Dramani Mahama krabo ba onfie 9 pe na san fie 9 no ede ade na Mahama abeye yesika no bewia ne ade monti ase se Bawumia so ba Bawumia onfie 9 pe Ghana mampani bi ani ho guaranteed 8 years there be 8 years no 8 years no probability say in case say utimi ebo homodin na say Ghana for say 4 more years kan ho na wo 8 years enuti na John Dramani Mahama okọ enfie 9 pe no eno che say 8 years no enye guarantee ti ase sa it is any amo che say Mahama ba owo enfie 9 no the same way na say Bawumia so ba Bawumia is having 4 years pe. Now mind you say John Dramani Mahama enfie 9 na edi kanya onyaye no oyusu enfie miensa de Ketia phase 1 ehye phase 2 na se a wantimi anwie Bawumia wonya enfie nwotwe phase 2 na Mahama sha se wantimi anwie no Bawumia otimi complete ye iti ebeye den e na Bawumia eyusu 4 years e de a complete Ketia phase 2 obi a wonya enfie nwotwe ontimi fanyeye ebeye den na sa nipa no wo yusu enfie 9 de aye iti monti ase se moto abade ma Bawumia ma ne ba Ketia phase 2 no munya ne china na baby a Ghana ya dread you guys are late election year you cannot mount any pressure on Akufo Addo and Bawumia omuntie mu ntie mu china aye because they are busy doing propaganda abato omre afena mo ka che na Akufo Addo enya enfie nwotwe ontimi siye afena mo ka che ne se ai na Ketia phase 2 no se wa ma ya hwan munya wo dia ne se me se muncheji mwadwe na muntu abantia NPP aban muncheji mwadwe na muntu abantia Bawumia muncheji mwadwe na muntu aba entia Akufo Addo muntu aba entia NPP aban anya sa Ketia phase 2 na mo pe no monsa enka ne china ne ameka wonti ase monsa enka ne china. This is the reality here. This is the reality. You can't cry natural. Yo. Yenti asiesa. Enya asem na yenka. Sebi yo. Ene Akufo Addo 8 years na wanya bisami. Bisa Akufo Addo say. Oba ye enfie wotwe. E market na wasie. Not even ba akokrampu. Akufo Addo ba ye. On see market bia o Ghana ha. Osemebua, go out there and do your own research. Akufo Addo enfie wotwe one Bawumia omunsi market bia o Ghana ha na so Mahama na yedi na temo no ono na osi Kotokraba market Mahama na yedi na temo ono na osi Ketia Mahama na yedi na tem Tafo market on the see Mahama na yedi na tem home market on the see Mahama na yedi na temo no market ahodo wa etwa Ghana ho ahia nyina no John Dramani Mahama na esiye ibi so wa he improved on the already existing infrastructure. Let me put it that way. But amano sem fon e jimi sem ene nkwasi sem otan hunu tribalism ene jiminti. This is why we are here today. Ene DNT ena ya twe Akufo Addo abaha here discussing because over 7 years ago we made a mistake of voting Akufo Addo NPP aban into power. Some mistaken, we must go back and rewrite. Some mistaken, let us go back and rewrite our mistakes, our wrongs. Say Akufo Addo dear me say, mo pa moma Akufo Addo 100 years. Itimusu krana oye no more. On timu case NPP and timu case. Because they know. When you say, yes, asante mayo, yes, asante you, asante fobeto abadi amayen. So they don't care. Maybe money. Bra. Maybe money me in try on throw that. Why? Me in try on throw that. Intino, tiasie, say in politics you cannot be neutral. Ayen kwasi asem. Obi a cho say in politics or play neutral oboa. Ayen kwasi asem oboa. There's no neutrality. All the other said say NDC is better. That's it.
The muddy situation in which these women live. It was only last night that it rained. Prior to last night, you would have come to see the whole place filled with dust. And imagine what the dust does to the things the commodities that we have to sell here. It's a whole lot. We won't want to go over this whole thing again.
Come on, January. What's on a pair of Jaria? John Dramani Mahama. Who Rama said it's here, on Sabakawano, one of Masadano.
Yes. It is a Kanamuni Muse, Tabana, a January honor. Na Ejana na Modeche More. Ejana hona na mudidie. That's a John Dramani Mahama bedi mampeni. Ebie Ejana mutsi no otramodi mamua. Edienti na muguso amudi Mahama tem. Egusu ebinum ti Kumasi chese an Ketia no krampo no. Enye Mahama ne si ye na mpo se Mahama si krampo Ketia no eso mfaso ne de. Ebesi na ebinum ti Kumasi aye kasa mu wasemwe. Me say enye Mahama ena mudi na bro. Modi mu ho abro. You guys have shot yourself in the foot. Ademu ho ana. Mwadada mu etimu. Mwadi mu ho abro etimu. Mwadi mu ho abro sebi etimu. Ene mu ne. Yempa Mahama yempene hematani abu ani yeso ene ye ne. Asantefo ene ye ne. Ai yempa Mahama yempene hematani abu ani yeso asantefo ene ye ne. Ene ye ne. Omuwie yento aso.
The traders, most of whom have observed a decline in the sales, expressed disappointment over the government's failure to meet completion deadlines. Emilia Kofi Asare is secretary of the combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union.
We are demanding that it is done for us. It is our right and we demand for it. Now, what we have come to know is that the NPP government is taking us for a joke. I think the NPP government keeps lying to us and we are not taking this anymore. That is our message to the sitting government right now. Before they relocated us, they gave us a time on which they are going to complete the project. The time has passed. When we saw the stalling of the project last year, that is January last year, we spoke about it and we were lied to. They told us initially that they were doing metal works. With time, we have all come to know how the lies have been exposed. The muddy situation in which these...
Sabati. It's a Debisa say, Mahama is one. And Debisa Secretary phase 2 na ibesine Akufo Addo Bawumia NPP and Mahama na yesu. Eye Mahama anasa ne yire, Maami Lodina e na yesu da bi. Mahama yire onton kruma. Mahama yire onye juma adeketia. Mahama yire onton bode, onton ba yire, mo na mo bre. Minia ujimi ho. Sa ujimi a wo se wa brabo. Tie yenti asiesa. Afi mumra. Emre bi atwam. Mahama kroya yedi na temo no. Mahama kroya asantefo binum edi na temo chese Mahama onye hwe mfa ma asanteman no. Emre bi atwam. John Dramani Mahama etimi ba otumfu anim. Eche otumfu enuma wayede abo asanteman. Akufo Addo ba ye mo nkyere me. Da ben Akufo Addo etu anama kogina otumfu anim. Eche otumfu enuma wayede abo asanteman. Not even one. Mahama bon, many problem. Me say Mahama na wa bon no, emre bi atwam oye bold enough. E ko gina otumfo anim, e ka kire otumfo say, nana asante monkai say, emfie nan ya mode share me nsa, enuma we na mayede abo asante man. Ene ba o mi ada be na oye sa, Akufo Addo da be na oye sa. Me bisam da ben ene soria ena Mahama no omu ade ena Mahama omu asanteman ena Mahama no omu asantefo ena me de NDC de mentoma ba enfama NDC da anso NDC ni sis asante NDC ena eye ne padema asanteman NDC fo ene timi di obuo ma otumfo ko gina otumfo anim e ka che otumfo se nana enuma we na ya de abo asanteman NPP na motoma ba de ma omo no omonya 8 years ni not even once have they done that because omotimi yet because ombayi they have done nothing enya hwe mfa ma asanteman emfa mo asantempuntuo Yentie sema John Dramani Mahama kae. Muntie ni yepa yonko.
President Mahama in 2020, right? Echo tune for Anna Yera Akufo Addo so echo tune for. But listen to them carefully. Listen to the two carefully. Right? Listen to the two carefully.
And let your men say woman. So if you are mammy, no, and send your kind say, Asante mankind. Say ebedia dance yepefe na obiate ejuma abram me yam panyi me ye wasante maimu and yes me be boss say my 1,000 and something projects we chips compounds and kan ho and juma district assemblies aye and kan ho sebi ajana bia and kan ho we ye enjuma nkasa abram me ye o man panyi ye nana bebre so wadawroma Otayechi ntini etimi yes enwuma nyina enti me bono baako ne dikan eye edwa eye fe wo West Africa hi nyina sa adwa ne bi ni ho e wo Kumasi ha kejetia market nana if you are yesi Tafo market yesi Asawasi market yesi Atonsu market.
Mudio, when the marketer John Dramani Mahama see you, many are winning baby, and my real feed that say, send my way now, John Dramani Mahama able dinning nan, or yes, send my way in Femi and Sape. Because 4 years now, Muhammad, you know, the first year na Muhammad in a court, ADSM. Na Akufo Addo actually Mahama akojina court say onte ne ho ase. Ese Mahama 1 good year. Enti emfie miensa na ekaye no eno na Mahama de ese nyima we nyina. Esi all these markets. Ketia, Asawasi market, Tafo market, Atonsu market, what have you? Name them. Eshe phase 2 ase. Emfie miensa phase 2 no wentimi awie. Ena ye de jandam etu Akufo Addo free ho. John Dramani Mahama free ho. Echa ntode che Kumasi fo binom se Mahama wado hotel bo Dubai. Yes Mahama wiya we na Mahama koye se na Mahama ye se ni nyana menua no kra bia nim eye jandam. And ye ton atro ebi no mo etina mainstream media, social media ton atro de ma Ghana ma de ma asantefo. And nam so ntia ye to ba ditia Mahama. Emfie wo twinie Akufo Addo anya one Bawumia. Ketia phase 2 na Mahama sha ase emfie menua emfie miensa a went me anwie no Akufo Addo Bawumia yemfa yensan kan na so Ketia no Kumasi ne sie Ketia no asante maimu na esie ase ye ya asante fo na eboa mo minimu se enya asante fo nko a ne didwa o Ketia na so esan se esi Kumasi nti asante fo na eboa mo nti Mahama adwen mo ho Mahama adwen kwa akiri Mahama kire odo de ma asante mai nanso ne asante nkai yegusudi Mahama tem yaye boni aye ama NDC abanyoku no ye na ye youth yes ye primpuntu Ghana ka chire na Ghana for so many years ni Ghana mo he Singapore ni Malaysia ni ade ede ni epe yempuntuo infrastructure na se na menu minu ya ti ase se John Dramani Mahama NDC aban na ebo ye homode in this area. Why can't we support NDC? Why can't we support John Dramani Mahama to come and do more? The question is why. Unless say bia sa neutral ne hwan na you play now. We had a diabolic mindset. Because na menua ya dwemu fine na ye dey mountain pressure say ye mpanimfo NCC Ghana and build on Ghana's infrastructure na say ne ya ti ase say John Dramani Mahama na ebo ne homode in that area there. I see no reason why we can't support John Dramani Mahama. I see no reason why we can't support NDC unless we had a diabolic mentality. Unless most of us were disappointed NPP. Na se se Ghana nkan ko na yepe na se Ghana progress nko na yepe na se ne ye hu se Mahama na ebo ne homo den dia edi enti na yentimi en support Mahama onko so no nkasa
Edwan kwa no na eba hospital Yes, shall say, AC, War Hospital, Afari Military Hospital, Formina Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, Nina Ewa Santa Memoha, Oba Akwanya, Asawasi Town Roads, Swami Town Roads, Tafo Town Roads, Kenyasi Roads, High School Junction to Janasi Roads, Bomso to High School Road, Kote to Ayidwasi to Campus Roads, Emena to Bwedi, Apromasi to Ejiso, Bonre Junction to Bonre Road, Apriade to Parkoso, Tikrumba Road to Antua Roads, Bekwai Town Roads, New Edubiasi Town Roads, Bonfa Junction to Isiwa Road, Bekwai to Isiwa Road, Kumawu to Drombonsu Road, Tepamanfo to Subriso to Fanti Road, and we are quite a few nine. Yeah.
So, where Grano video in your class, so you brought the full tape.
Say what ye? Utumfo anim ena John Dramani Mahama ekogina ye. Ena o kire utumfo se nana enyuma we na mayede aboa santeman. Akwan hospitals ahodo markets ene die nyina John Dramani Mahama eye de ma santeman emfie miensa pe. Ena mi bisa mo se Bawumia wonya emfie wotwe Akufo Addo ne Bawumia omonya emfie wotwe. Ene wo se woye bema woye asanteni brabonte be kire me enyuma Akufo Addo ne Bawumia ayede abo asanteman munya mako 10 munya monya ye 40-bed hospital eba ya asabia me say under Akufo Addo no monya ye 40-bed ba ko bi ananse mienu bi e won kurase ba ko mienu bi asa monchebe woye asanteni odo NPP me no ni problem we are so biar baby odo we are adwin na de ba ko da woye den sebi o ebi be hu nyansa ebi so begimi woye den ebi no mbedo no kre ebi so mpe no kre saa ne we asete abrabo aye bu saa de te nti no wo NPP ni odo asan de odo hwan enye masem question we na me bisa wo say NPP amanyoko na wodi achi no e de ba de na 8 years ni omwatimi aye de abo asanteman muncheme se mo to aba e de Bawumia no problem me na bibisa wo say based on what and I want to aba e de Bawumia based on what say e de na Bawumia ya mo sa to aba e de amane say Bawumia nto aso Bawumia na emfie wo cheketi afie sto Mahama hyase a wantimi awie ontimi nko ho on what grounds and I want to aba e de Bawumia under your watch konfanoche asayama empo otumfo say to babonte be sese ska say or the kosesi eye G konfanoche under your watch they couldn't issue a statement, they couldn't issue a word. They say sa de na otumfo eye omofo aso say otumfo beg for money and go and then renovate konfanoche teaching hospital. This is abanya mode omwaba. This is abanya, useless abanya as the photo abadema omo eniye. Useless. And yes, sorry, na still land ebinum at social media defend it and Akufo Addo ba ye no anya hwe krampo no ye ma no akọ school free ni ade me tiase say sa free education na ye ka ho asem no John Dramani Mahama embrace na hyase somewhere in 2013-2014 free senior high school was already being rolled out. And so NDC for omunim kasa NDC for no they lack proper communication. So most of them couldn't channel their message. And a Ghana for binom so aye ya dwen say as long as it say NDC nko ade yempempo atie. Say NDC pa NCC Ghana NDC pa NC dien yempempo atie yempempo hu. E die ntia sa de no ne fapem pa ne dien e tribalism. Nti abre bia no NDC kasa yempatie. Now so ya no be tantro de anye di meka e betio Akufo Addo akasa o Bawumia akasa o now and sembe no mo kan na ya tro. These guys are not making any sense. Oh father no see that men show ade ba ko
Emre akon ye be brought the full tape. Akufo Addo nya the opportunity to appear before Otumfo on the same level, the same platform, Listen to Akufo Addo.
Now, maybe let me pay phone and me said you want your Tiasana, so become Mamma me pay phone and show. You become Asante my commissioner, commissioner, regional minister, on why Minister of Transport or airport, known as Furia Madishani, and what so now. Umama bako ya peja nene omo bia so enjono Francis asensu wache
Sabo follow platformer John Dramani Mahama enya ya okotina otumfo anim otumfo nase eche otumfo numa waye de abo asanteman no Akufo Addo so nya the same platform wontie sema Akufo Addo kan ni ana Akufo Addo eye ne se oyi ni ministers ne government appointees e de ache otumfo Akufo Addo no wantimi anche otumfo enuma waye de abo asanteman na so John Dramani Mahama etimi yeye yensu nyansa wo ya asanteni a empuntu na pre Miri awutie me bi ba wo ya asanteni a empuntuo e na pre. Don't be like this man. So ya asanteni a don't behave, don't think and be like this man. Samodwin say na samoma eye tribalism ejimi mu say ya asante ntompo da montie
wotumfo me na metreso na masore wotumfo was it when I got you loan the mama Maria abai ayi wotumfo so kwaji loan a what the man abai what is for na wo dey see okay you there can you am ba kele trema wotumfo me na metreso na masore wotumfo was it when I got you loan the mama Maria abai ayi
Nana we dey to so na sorry nana ai otumfo yes no tonjo to kejetia o ai otikejetia se kejeti otumfo na to so na sorry otumfo na koji loan
she ameka se bechemo if we continue to behave like this, let us never ever expect any progress. If we continue say NDC dia yempe NDC dia yempe Ghana ebe me say si etokoso about this mindset say NDC NDC dia yempe because he has 74 dia and here won't forget about Mpuntuo because Ketia no enye John Dramani Mahama kamo enya. This is the honest truth. Ketia me say enye John Dramani Mahama ankamo nya ne nya ne china enu tina phase 2 a Mahama shase went me wi ebesi ne monya ebisabo se phase 2 na Mahama shase a went me wi ebesi ne monsaka na debi na se bibia che bibia di adance se Ketia no anye Mahama NDC abanya ankamo anya utumfo onye loan on behalf of Ghana, utumfo onye central government, utumfo onye president na sebi utumfo etu kwan akwa abrochi akwa di loan e discover e di ama a certain president say onye enkosi Ketia we nkwasi asem we utibi we mini anom asantefo bi no sebi o enkwasi asem bi say okote no hemfa yesi metu me hofo se Matias say enye asantefo nyina na agimi ntifi na ekure me nkɔ ne to hash biem sa me kɔ ne se ya me ne o sebi mu a mo agimi a madwen nya adwuma na ekasa se wo ya asanteni odo NPP me ni problem odo tumfo no problem oyo hene odo na aboni bia ni ho but me bisabo se otumfo kwaji loan da ben de be si Ketia da ben na otumfo agi loan de si Ketia. It is a utumfo and a kwaji loan de si Ketia phase 1 dia phase 2 no e die nti na utumfo ento aso na musu fra ban ye mentality we enye me say so utumfo mo na mo sie o so utumfo na ekwa abrochi kwaji loan e de si Ketia phase 1 dia phase 2 no so no e die nti na musu mfra utumfo ma utumfo ento aso na musu fra ban ye nka no kre ye koso ebiebi say ya asante entumpon da ni aye na ye pre oti abrochire wo ye youth no matter who you are ni aye na ye penim puntuo na sam puntuo na me che wo say John Dramani Mahama na e born homodenti obi aga na ni bia no ye support John Dramani Mahama Because what the Mahama any Bawumia Jinawa, a bamboo to a Bawumia, and then the size any John Dramani Mahama in anything. Afi brana tea. Yet Ghana ha. Ya won't no crap about still I'll be bring nampe. And a education. And a Casabia, and a education, and a education, and a Bawumia buyer, and a Hawaii buyer, and a education, and a DN, and a education, Bawumia Naye, Akufo Addo Naye intimidate Anya shake crap on the Yamano, Ako school free, and net when ya dear and Diana Manu. And I heard that Ghana for, and a buyer, and a education, and a free SHS, and a education, yeah, and this Anya Shay, John Dramani Mahama, you go so I heard that Ghana for education. And a free education, and I and a Mombrana Muntie, me say, free education, no. John Dramani Mahama and Resune Shasie. And rather me talk about some interview. Kwaku some just say, o tie Kevin Taylor. Now so about free education. Na still lano, kwaku some gusu a just say, a Akufo Addo na ediaba now so Kevin Taylor at on the platform so. Actually, mu say, and Akufo Addo nebum John Mahama and Resuna Shasie. Mumrana Muntie. This was in 2014. This was free education, Muntie.
State of the nation. This is what John Dramani Mahama said about free SHS.
Mr. Speaker, the most expensive segment of our education system is the second cycle. We promised to rationalize fees in secondary schools in order to reduce the burden on parents. The Ministry of Education, after extensive stakeholder consultations, advertised a uniform list of approved fees for second cycle schools. Parents are advised to report any head of school that charges fees outside of those on the schedule published by the ministry. Further to this, the Ministry of Education has prepared a report on the roadmap for a progressive introduction of free secondary education in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I'll take that again. Further to this, the ministry, following consultations with stakeholders, has prepared a report on a roadmap for a progressive introduction, and mark my words, I said progressive introduction of free secondary education in Ghana as required under the 1992 Constitution. This roadmap will be presented to Cabinet for approval and subsequent implementation. Under the guidance of this roadmap, we can anticipate that fees for day students will be abolished at an estimated cost of 71 million Ghana cedis in 2015-2016 academic year.
Now you hear, this is 2014 State of the Nation. John Dramani Mahama General Kacha Ghana for say free SHS progressively 71 million. Those times has been pumped into that. And the free SHS progressively no ekoso 2014. Now kofu nam Ghana free SHS now no mun si school omunim sibia isi school. Omunim sibia ye extended teacher training into a degree. They don't know how to build a teaching hospital. They don't know an idea. In 2014, John Dramani Mahama Jina Ghana for him all parliament can say free SHS progressively. And then they trick it. Progressively, you will answer for any obadwemba. Obia to me readwe, and so etia so more ding and to me readwe. And yet Obia nebe to me esuya akanyansa sem. Obia to me kasa. So he made Ghanaians understand. And we sat in Ghana and Mankwasi for the slogan. Free SHS, free SHS. Oh, see, yeah, free SHS, no? It was there. Free SHS was there. Mahama launched free SHS. We all saw it, Professor Nano Pokwajiman. Yeah, who schools no see, you know? Teachers were there, chiefs were there, everybody saw it. And Akufo Addo Mahama nye bibia free SHS no boa, ye na ye be free SHS. And then the costing.
Right. etienne say yen Ghana for nyina yes and the phone nyina ye hu sa no kra we ya e die enti na still la yempe Mahama asem. This is a question me bisam e ba Ghana card da Mahama de hyase free SHS nso a Mahama de hyase everything name it tiene yes and the phone bi nom ye hu sa no kra we nyina still la no e die enti na yempe Mahama asem yempe se Mahama be saba. Any ebinum so a it is social media play ultra say NPP and NDC are the same. How can they be the same? Obi mreso free education on na ohyase obi anhyase but rather oba ye no wasabe se no. So some parties we know how can they be the same? Obi nya emfie miensa pe esi che kwampa more than 2000 obi nso aba enya emfie wotwe onsi ba kompo. How can they be the same? Obi yusu emfie miensa edisi Kumasi ketia phase 1 phase 2 o chase wentimi awie obi anya emfie wotwe otimi nko ho. How can they be the same? Minia obi mreso besia obo ye any adwuma oye ye nyina no was only about $4 billion. Now so abai we mreso besia omabo any eka omabo eye over $84 billion. How can they be the same? Obi mreso NDC mreso Bank of Ghana amoka. In fact obunya mfaso EDBC the bank hospital. Now so under NPP no Bank of Ghana for aboka ama mo ye de mo nso se mo sorry ama mo se mo sa ye de mo se Bank of Ghana penny formula bonte me kire e kwan ye fa so bank no so ball kan so a ba bonte said di mwatem se mo ye hooligans. How can they be the same? Abanya esi airport Etache airport mako be 5. How can you compare Saban we to eye Akufo Addo any Bawumia ban? Maybe some Abanya omunye tumia omutimi kwagina otumfo anim eche the whole Kumasi asantema nyina say enyuma say na yetimi aye de aboabo any Abanya entimi nyesa. How can you compare? How can you say they are the same? Yes, mo and nebugu social media mugu so kasa ni na no mo nyina mo ye disappointed NPP because no kra na mo pe na se empuntu pa na mo pa mo nka we da enya mpuntu na mo pe yesika bi na mo pe enya mpuntu na mo pe ye social media fame bi na mo pe enya mpuntu mo time NDC time Mahama ye period because mo ye objective na se mo adwene mu nyansa ye adwuma ye ntiase se o compare nyuma Mahama ye to eye nyuma to eye nyuma Akufo Addo any Bawumia ya na se uni mu nyansa onto aba emma Akufo Addo ne Bawumia da because 8 years ni omutimi nkyere Ghana fo nia omudi Ghana fo sika ye na so me kai wo say ministers Akufo Addo yi wo mo 120 ministers and Akufo Addo yi wo mo 120 private jet na John Dramani Mahama efro Akufo Addo bae o si won pe oko high be every hour be na otua 14,000 euros per hour says can yen check here sika John Dramani Mahama edi je Akufo Addo na he say yehu ba bi afa omo diska no anom kwana redompa bibia. They can't even account for the monies they have spent. Na se besi ne oti Ghana eti Kumasi eti abroche kire say sebi you Bawumia na eba. You are just an enemy of yourself. You are just a hindrance to your own progress. O time and you be the time one or time one on pe asante puntu one on pe Ghana puntu. Yes, Shannon. Afi yenko to Ghana card so muntie this one say ene Bawumia nam right now the essence say Bawumia onimu say eba economy wa failing ti he say the Bawumia no longer talks about economy. Now so John Dramani Mahama and rest Bawumia every minute be economy. Bawumia nam Legon UCC UDS now my economic lectures. And then the Bawumia no longer talks about the economy. Onamuania okane digital. Na sa digital no Tiasia say John Dramani Mahama and I shasiye. NDC abina a shasiye and Bawumia and the NPP. Muntie yanko.
It's very important. This is when John Dramani Mahama was president. Ghana card, this is where it was. Ghana card, Bawumia introduced Ghana card or Ghana. John Mahama Tessonia printed Ghana card dada.
With effect from March this year, Ghanaians who register with the National Identification Authority will have their Ghana cards issued on the spot.
In an interview with GBC 24, the head of public affairs, Ms. Bertha Jeble, explained the aim is to fast-track the process to ensure that all persons living in Ghana, both nationals and non-nationals, have modern ID cards with all security features intact.
January last year, foreign nationals in Ghana began a mass registration which ended in August. A foreign national who has lived in the country for 90 days or more in a given year is required by law to register for a non-citizen Ghana card. Members of the diplomatic community are, however, exempted from registering. With the compilation still ongoing, our news team was unable to get a comprehensive list of registered foreigners. But the head of the public relations of the NIA, Ms. Bertha Jeble, admitted that there was a challenge because of the $120 fee charged for registration and issuance of instant cards.
That argument, not only for persons from the ECOWAS sub-region, but also been complaints for children who are 6 years students and also spouses of Ghanaian nationals. They've all said that they shouldn't be made to pay the same fee. These fees were approved by Parliament. So in order to change it, we have to go around and do the discussions again. And so we have kickstart that discussion.
According to Ms. Jeble, a resident permit only allows a foreigner to live, work, or go to school in the country over a period of time or permanently. She said the resident permit cannot be a substitute for the Ghana card, adding that all foreign nationals would be required to produce their non-citizen Ghana card before they are issued with a resident permit or its renewal by the Immigration Service after the mass registration ended on 30th August last year. Foreigners will not be allowed to register SIM cards for telephones, open bank accounts, acquire a driver's license, or even have access to essential services in the country when the act is enforced.
Because all of these transactions preceded the national identification, people have been doing business without it. Now the law has been passed by Parliament of Ghana and it is a requirement. All these institutions are to demand the Ghana card before they offer services, not to only foreign nationals, but to Ghanaian citizens. It was because that, as I said, we've not completed issuing ID cards to everybody. That's why the enforcement has not started, but we are starting it now.
On safety, Ms. Jeble said measures have been put in place to ensure safety and privacy of data collected. She said since the registration is a continuing process, people can register at their district and regional offices. She said from March this year, Ghanaians will also receive their cards instantly, just like the foreign nationals, but at a subsidized fee of 25 Ghana cedis.
At March, we're expanding, we're working towards expanding our contract with our private partners to bring equipment and so that we can do the instant issuance.
So far,
so that's it. Afemohu. This is 2015. Here printing Ghana cards. It was faster. Parliament had already passed the law. Bawumia has no role in Ghana card. Nowhere. That is why John Mahama built Accra Digital Center, your NCA office, your NIA office. It was because Ghana card, they had already started printing digital, giving Ghanaians. And then Bawumia had digital, and Bawumia brought Ghana card. It is a lie. Bawumia has nothing to his name. The NDC for a problem, say what they have done, no, they are not vocal enough to let people know the Omaye. The NDC has continuously built this nation. John Dramani Mahama's vision has continuously changed the dynamics when it comes to development and infrastructure. Majority of Ghana say in 2014-15, this was going on in Ghana. Bawumia mobile and say, Yen change Dino, Ghana card, digitization. There's nothing here. It's empty. No NDC communicator should allow any MPP communicator to sit on TV and say, Bawumia, we can equate digitization and Ghana card to Bawumia. It's crazy. Contracts have been signed. Printing has been done. It was an ongoing project. It was an ongoing project. So why are we here today saying, say, Bawumia the Bibiaba, and Tiama Bawumia president, Adaya, you say, or the Ghana card, Abba? There's nothing. It was there. John Mahama were doing it. NDC were doing it. During John Mahama's time, it was 25 Ghana cedis and 250 Ghana. Time na John Mahama tisunu krampa ya started printing na open instant card na 25 Ghana and 250 Ghana and Bawumia wiwi what Ghana ye kan okra mo amonte
afede bi free SHS John Mahama and a shasiye Ghana card nso a John Mahama and a shasiye afede biem bibi samo afede biem afi last one yenko mo amona mo a ibesi ne and I Mahama de no ye kromfo time na Mahama ye free Ghana ban mu no sika odi ye Mahama di Ghana sika nyina nti Akufo Addo ba ye no wa metu sika bia. This is what they are saying. Say hi Mahama no we anya school me say we anya Akufo Addo sika bia Mahama di sika nyina sa na ofra ban mu Mahama dwe sika Mahama kromfo Mahama dien Mahama stole every money before leaving office. You know, Akufo Addo crab ba ye no e modebo no abo. Yes, I go say Ghana crab ko see egu. Akufo Addo ne Bawumia no modemo na omo abo mo sa for muntie ha. Say ye keska John Dramani Mahama jaya unyini. Believe you me. Me say ye kasika John Mahama ejade chese e pedeto ho. Edi ma Ghana ban di ma Ghana fo na edi je Akufo Addo eni Bawumia unyini. Braneti enswa Mahama di tuga why? Yewi ana yenko. Munti enswa Mahama di tuga. Munti ni yepa o yi wasum neti ni yenko.
Sinking fund. Media sika ho because na minim say o mampenyin kofo ni Eurobond oje no. Na October of 2017 na o see etua. And I'm saying twa ye say e bedru ho na sika ni ho a e betua e be premier ha economy no enti media sika ho mu enti Akufo Addo aban ba ye abrasa debt no by enom fancy cannot be chiaka. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund with that $270 million and can be used as a vehicle for attracting investment into infrastructure. And then among a distributor Sasikano, a bin odiama na konta omodisi Pullman Hotel. A Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund Sikana Mija or Hono. Stabilization Fund Mija $300 million. It was stabilization fund. Senabeya a torrential BCA and I said BCA a shock economy no. Yan kase afi ni eko sika dahwa e betimi yusu aswano. Into coronavirus by $300 million and bija no. A ho enom ko yi 1.2 billion at the so coronavirus ano. Inti e was up we visionary. Enye enen kwa ena woshe enim. If you say, sir, a minor edru baby, omwedru no. Omu eshe dachi ena omodiye umubibian. And say, me ye president, no sasika me kacho ina, and can make the media yen yoma. A buying for bar, mode, most of them compare mode. And so, me share dachi tea, me the son yoma no to 2 years. And so, we need visionary leaders. And I think that I've been visionary. And say, you say, Yamine Sihne. Nipa betwaba, but nyame no who so sefata say audio mine no and so no be in mine.
That's it. Afedi John Dramani Mahama is the man. John Dramani Mahama is the man to lead Ghana from 2025. Get it? Anya Bawumia, anya NPP abai. John Dramani Mahama is the man to lead Ghana from 2025. Period. Tie nyase bia me kan just say out of nowhere there be me kasa na mama evidence ma chechi mu ama onfato ho e play videos a chirew a iri adanse say Everything I've said here is not a lie. Based on that, no, me timi Akachi will say, John Dramani Mahama is the man for the people. John Dramani Mahama is the man to lead Ghana from 2025. Period. Madam Nyamase. Vivian upon Medasi Bibre, baby girl so Medasi, baby girl, thank you. I say, please play a Fia Pokuya video to next time me play white baby girl. Next time I'll play that video. Remember now so me Russia come be say anti no. Make us me to aso ebe hardly. Message say mo na mo like na mo share ansa na moko. Emily Nola Medasi Bibre. Echima Mansanso Medasi and Princess Jifa Medasi Bibre. Elizabeth Fojo Medasi. No Bapos Medasi Bibre and Roberta Lamti Medasi pa. Busia for Medamu Namasi. Rebecca Afolans Medasi. Thank you so much, Medamu Namasi. Busia for ye best so share bi moko aye Facebook your pages name bi no aye Freemind Family News so YouTube so aye Freemind Family and Freemind Family News so TikTok so aye Freemind Family. Yes, also our website www.freemindfamily.org. Mediani chairman Freemind. Me had here about 10:20 p.m. Me had here about 10:20 p.m. Nairobi time. Me Russia ko baby CC anti. I'll see you guys on Saturday, same time at 3 p.m. Ghana time. Until then, have a nice time and take care of yourself. Bye.
Sinking fund media sika ho because na minim say o man penyin kofo the euro bond
maybe o man so no o ka try say ye tisika so and the come area and as a statement o man penyin man no so repeat that statement no a obi MPP ni a na ne boafu sika no ani e teso no say sika no say e wo he sika no wo he Yankoso anyini see at Sikaso and a commodian. And I say, all of a sudden, MPP buy and a Sikano Ira. The Sikana Ira, a Iraq or he, or up on Jemmy. A software to a memu, Christian Council for into much to a memu. Catholic Bishops Conference into much to a memu. A baby HM 1-2, no more issue statement. 1-2, no more issue statement. That's what money here, young and yes, Jampara there. And then a more Jason issue statements. A brand never being Koso, a woman anymore. Ghana Pentecostal Council. Yes, what does a woman? Charismatic for what you are marrying. One man church for more Muslim, we are prophets. As standing contempo. Ya beto abadia na nyankopon abayi do obedi nkunim e de akyere na nyankopon eyiyi kyere e de kyere eduru amabuo no ankasa so a enema enko yiem de nyankopon eyihwe empanche Ghana agifo asa ani nkontompo ani sikadie kro no ara ya kasa politicians no edie no na enkrofo a efre wo ho agifo e wo manimu no ya omo ye no indeed Jeremiah ngoma na tinum ya ye kenkan no enchebo aduasa ene aduasa baako Jeremiah 5:30 and 31 wose ahobodi ba ho nanso arehusam ene say ayete say yenka na for de eye ne ankasa ye dia aye oman Ghana no yen shada emfa ho saa